So you thought you could just come back after like 3 months of no uploads, put out a progress video of progress that was from like 2.5 or 3 months ago, put some cheeky editing into it, put an intro, put an outro, pretend like nothing even happened. I mean, it was kind of the plan, but no. Should definitely probably talk about this. So, what's going on, guys? It's me, Searching here, and welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm not really going to talk about a guide. Not really going to talk about RuneScape that much. Maybe a little bit. I don't really know. This is really going to be kind of a ramble video. It's more so about where was I, where did I go for 3 months, and why did I just kind of disappear. I'm not really going to edit this at all. It's not going to be a whole lot of editing. It's really just going to be me talking, kind of just getting some stuff out there in the open for you guys. And also talking about what the future plans for the channel are. So for those of you who remember back in, I think it was like late July or early August, there was some stuff going on in my personal life. There was some pretty bad things going on. It really kind of messed with me mentally. I kind of lost focus. I lost a drive to do a lot of things. Like I'm pretty much like slumped into a pretty bad depression for, oh God, it was like almost a month. It was almost a month that I slipped into like a really bad depression. And like, I really didn't have an appetite at all. I didn't even really enjoy running. And those of you who know, like, my freaking wall says runs a lot. Like, running is one of my favorite things to kind of get off steam, that kind of thing. Didn't really have a drive to play RuneScape at all. The only thing that I really enjoyed, and it wasn't even really because I enjoyed the game, it was more so I enjoyed it because it can keep my mind off of what I was thinking about, and that was to play League of Legends. And that's really what I kind of delved into for a while, because playing RuneScape, like those of you who play RuneScape, like why did I say those of you who play RuneScape? When you play RuneScape, like there's not really a whole lot of thought that goes into what you're doing. It's more so you're just doing it to pass the time, and you think about other things, or you watch videos, or you play other games, or whatever. And so with all the stuff going on, the last thing I wanted to do was to think about what was going on. Now, looking back, that was probably the worst decision I could have made, because looking at it and looking back on it, as soon as I faced what happened and faced like what was going on in my life, once I was able to cope with that and really just kind of own up to it and realize that's how life is and that's what happened and we have to move on from it. Once I kind of owned up to it and faced that, it made it a lot easier to kind of get over and made it a lot easier to deal with the depression. So looking back, like, it may have been the right idea to actually play RuneScape instead of trying to like push it off to the side by masking it by other things. But those of you who know, when you are depressed and you've got things like that going on, you kind of just do what makes you feel good, because you pretty much just feel bad like the entire time, and you don't want to feel that way anymore. So that's kind of a summary as to where I was. That was really just kind of like how I was feeling. And so because of that, I really lost the drive to not only not make videos, but also to not even play the game. Like, I really did not play the game all that much for the past 2.5, 3 months. I may have logged in once or twice to buy battle staves, or to hop on and go kill gargoyles for a bit to try to get back into it. But honestly, I lost like complete drive for the game. Was it a combination of burnout? I did mention this in my clan chat, those of you. I think it was. I think there was some kind of combination of burnout there. I was playing the game pretty intensely for a while, to where on my weekends I literally would get all my chores done, and then I wouldn't play any other games because I was making 3 videos a week and still trying to progress and get max cape and all this stuff going on, trying to make this be able to go full time. There's just a lot of stuff I was trying to do, and a combination of it all it really led to a really poor environment for myself, because I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing. I was doing things because they were goals, and they weren't goals that I was going to enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I love making videos and I love playing this game, and I love like just gaining experience in general, but there reaches a point where I started to notice that the guides I was making were starting to lack in quality, at least like on my end. From when I was making them, I could tell that there wasn't the same kind of, maybe not passion, but maybe the same kind of desire to make me want to make them as best as possible. And so I started to notice that and realize there was a dip in the quality. I think y'all still enjoyed them a lot. I think y'all still enjoyed the videos a lot. But just from like a personal standpoint, like I did not enjoy the product that I was putting out there. At the same time, I wasn't enjoying playing the game. I wasn't enjoying grinding. There's a lot of things going on that I just wasn't enjoying doing. Streaming as well. Like I was basically forcing myself to do that. Not really enjoy, again, what I was doing. And that's where this all really comes down to. And so because of that, I kind of just said, you know what? Fuck it. Pretty much. I'm just done. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was pretty much fed up with it. My job was suffering. My personal life was suffering. What personal life I had / have. And my fitness was suffering. Just like a lot of stuff was just suffering because I was not able to deal with this depression that I was dealing with. And so because of that, I stopped playing RuneScape for a while. And then I just went and started playing other games. I wanted to dive into other games, something I really hadn't done. I ended up getting over the depression about a month after it happened. It took about a month for me to get over it. It was really bad. But it took me about a month to get over it. And the topic still kind of comes up every now and then, but I'm much better at dealing with it now, and it doesn't bother me as much anymore, so it's whatever. But after that, I still didn't really have the drive to come back and play RuneScape. So instead, I started getting into other games, like basically because all I had done ever since my YouTube channel had started taking off was play RuneScape. I don't know if you guys really understood that, but pretty much like once my YouTube channel started taking off, all I did was play RuneScape because I had to make content. It was like those of you who've never done YouTube before, like when you're a little small indie company, the meme, when you're a little small YouTube channel and you finally start to get like a little taste, a little like smidgen, a little like carrot on a stick in front of your face saying, "There it is, boy, go get it." When you start getting that as a YouTube channel, like you ride that shit so hard because it is so difficult to get that ball rolling, and you kind of throw other things to the wayside. And so because of that, all I did was play RuneScape pretty much day in, day out. Did not play other games. I didn't even really go out and see friends. I didn't, like, even when I was with my family, like I was constantly checking the YouTube channel, checking out videos, checking out comments, all that stuff. I just got completely absorbed by it. And it led to a very unhealthy like lifestyle, pretty much, because I was constantly obsessed about it. Which some people may say, "That's a great thing, though, Surgeon. That's a great thing. Like you're passionate about what you're doing with your free time." And yeah, okay, there's a point. There's a fine line. There's a fine line between being passionate about something and having your life completely consumed by it. To the point where, like, I'd have dreams about it. I'd be looking at it at work. I'd be looking at the stats page at work. I'd be looking at, like, what can I do to make this better? Like, why didn't this video go over well? I'm not even a big channel. I'm not even supporting myself doing it. And I let myself, like, basically be completely consumed by it and beat myself up over, like, if something didn't go well, instead of just accepting the fact that something went wrong and to fix it for the next time and not to do that again. And I started getting overwhelmed, started having less creative thoughts. I was talking to one of my friends about this. We were talking about like why it's important to take breaks, and I remember like while I was on my break, I remember listening to this one. It was either a podcast or a radio show, and they were talking about why artists will sometimes like have very long breaks in between their major paintings. Like they may paint for a very long time, and then there may be a very long break in between like their next paintings, and it's because they put it in a matter, or they put it in a perspective of like creativity is kind of like, it's kind of like a bank. There's a fixed amount of, you know, creativeness in this bank, and over time, basically your creativeness is going to replenish itself. However, if you consistently tap from this and you don't have the creativeness to fulfill whatever you're tapping out of it, then you're basically going to be running on fumes, kind of like a car. And everybody's creative bank is different. Everyone's creative bank is going to refill faster. I'm actually not a very creative person. I just enjoy teaching people. And that's really like why I started the channel, is because I enjoy teaching people. I love seeing people learn things and then use those things to make themselves better. That's what I love doing. I've always said that teaching will be my fallback. I love teaching people. And so I started running out of ideas and I couldn't really think of things. And then now on my break, I kind of came up with an idea of something that is repeatable across all the skills in the game, as well as like the bosses in the game, Slayer monsters in the game, items everything. It's an entire series, entire video series idea that I can work on. And I wouldn't have ever thought of the idea if I hadn't taken the break. Now, the idea may crash and burn, and that's fair. That is completely fair. But the point of the matter is that I started actually having ideas again. And I realized that on a run one day, I was out running, and then I started getting these video ideas of like, what could I do? And I wasn't even like I was trying to force myself to think about it. They just kind of came. And that was the first time that had happened in like 3 months. And so because I had given myself the time to not be forced to create these videos and put these ideas out there and put together these videos for you guys and worry about the ratings, worry about the comments, worry about how it's received, all that fun stuff. It allowed me to just kind of be free and let my mind creatively wander and come up with these ideas slash parodies slash gathering ideas from other content creators to morph them to my own. So, yeah. This video is kind of all over the place. I apologize for that. It's mainly, a lot of people were wondering, like, where have you been? Like, I thought you died. It's like, emotionally, I may have died. Emotionally, I may have died. But no, I'm not physically dead. I just wanted to get this all out there for you guys and kind of just talk about it in general because it helps me to be able to talk about it. And I figure some of you guys want to be, looped in on what all happened. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's why I wasn't here for 3 months. What are my plans for the future? Obviously, I do plan on continuing to make videos. I do plan on starting an Iron Man series because we did hit 10K subs. And those of you who remember, I did say that once we hit 10K subs, I would start an Iron Man. I have started it, but I don't have a lot of progress already for it. So I don't want to start releasing videos until I actually have some sustainable substantial progress on it. So that way you guys can get like consistent videos from it. And not just be like, oh, one video. Oh, look, 3 months later. Hey, look, episode 2 of Hardcore Iron Man. Awesome. But I have started it. I am working on progress for it and working on making videos for it so I can release it to you in a, a pretty reliable format. The other plan is that I used to release Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I am going to keep it down to 2 uploads a week. I think that's manageable for me. With me working like over 50 hours a week consistently, and right now with the holiday season, I work at Amazon. With the holiday season, I'm working 65, 70 hours a week. It's just not plausible. It's not enjoyable for me to release 3 videos a week. 2 videos a week can sometimes be even more can sometimes even be more taxing depending on the amount of editing I'm going to do to that video. So I do plan on keeping it to 2 uploads. I have some ideas ready. I have some plans ready for what I want to be uploading. I've gotten some ideas from some of the people in the CC. You know who you are in the CC, so thank you guys for that. But that's really the plan going forward. Do I plan to stream? I think streaming is contributed to me burning out, so I'm gonna take it easy on the streaming. I may stream a little bit, but I think I'm gonna take it easy on the streaming and not just jump into it for the sake of jumping into it. I want to make sure I'm really enjoying the game and ready to kind of take that step. Yeah, that's really the future of the channel. Look forward to Hardcore Iron Man in the future. Look forward to Progress to Max. I am trying to max still. I do enjoy that. Look forward to guides. I do have some guides planned. Some guides from the CC. If you guys do have guide ideas you want me to make, then go ahead and put those in the comment section. I'll take them into consideration to get those out there for you guys. But yeah, that's honestly what I've got for you. That's where I've been for the past 3 months, and I figure I at least owe you guys the courtesy of knowing where I disappeared to and letting you guys know that I am back. I am enjoying the game. I've been playing the game consistently now for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and I am enjoying it, even though I am just sitting here and crafting. But no, I have that kind of drive again to play the game and enjoy the game and enjoy getting those small gains. So if you guys want to join me on the ride, you can go ahead and subscribe. I'm not going to ask for likes or dislikes on this video. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to leave them up. But that is, I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. If you guys have video ideas you want me to do, go ahead and put them in the comment section below. But other than that, that's all I've really got for you guys today. So if you guys got anything from me, you can go ahead and put it down in the comment section or reach out to me in game or in my CC. All that stuff is open. And you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying with me. There's been a huge support of me coming back. No, thank you guys very much. It's been very, very, very welcoming. So thank you.